Cousins, this is how I do with your money for my ritual to stand. Got the fame from the graves after seeing other musicians doing it. I worked with various musicians as a producer. After this popular rapper died, I went and took the soil on his grave so that his spirit comes into me. For the spirit ritual to stand, we need woman's pains at live shows. Hello viewers, welcome once again to another episode of African Confessions HD, right here on Extraordinary Africa. My name is Solution Anchor. If you're still new to the show, in this show we publish lifetime confessions. Usually we publish anonymously for their own safety reasons. And ladies and gentlemen, this is video number 1 of 2. It will be a double upload today, so I'll never go anyway. Before I go into music, poverty was my name, suffering was my totem. I grew up in a poor family in Polokwane. Our parents relied on government grants until they passed away. After my parents passing away in a car accident, we went to stay with our grandparents in the rural area. Grandparents were teachers, but they were about to retire. It was like a life-changing because grandparents were earning better than what our parents were doing. Started staying with my grandparents, but they have a very big burden. They have a lot of grandchildren to take care of. My father was born with other 3 brothers who ran away from their families. Grandpa and grandma were the ones to look after those people. We stayed in an overcrowded area. Grandfather and grandma supported us emotionally and economically. We continued with education, but I wasn't a good person. I wasn't functional at school. I still remember at some point I came to a point where I nearly beat the teacher. I was suspended from school and went back home. This angered my grandfather. He was someone who don't tolerate nonsense. After I was suspended, grandfather said he wasn't going to pay my fees again. I started staying with them, but sometimes I could be out with friends, doing drugs, going from city to city, town to town. At the end, I started staying with thugs. We were robbers. We robbed so many houses, so many banks. I was now in Pretoria with that group. During first days, I was the one who was to take care of their dogs because they have a dog they feed. I didn't know what was the actual meaning of staying with that dog. But at the end, I saw it was a ritual dog. Every month, it must feed on human blood. After realizing that, I ran away from those boys, went to Cape Town and started staying in the streets. In the streets, I was taken by this man of God. He was a local preacher, took me to his house. I stayed there for less than 3 months. I've already stolen a lot of money, going to nightclubs, then returning when I'm bankrupt. The man chased away me from his house. I find this friend of mine. This person was gay. He wanted to sleep with me for money. I accepted. We stayed together for almost 6 months. I was his wife. We moved to Pretoria. In Pretoria, I ran away from him because I didn't love him. I'm not bisexual, but it was a situation which forced me into this. I started staying in street again. The lady took me to her house. She saw me lying on the street without blankets. She called me and asked me what was wrong with me. I told her everything, the whole of my background, the truth on how I was being chased away from home after home. and even why my grandparents chased me away from home. She liked the fact that I was telling her the truth. She liked me. We went together to her house. I became their garden boy. It was well. My duty was to look after the garden, flowers, and cleaning the cars. The lady has a son. That young man, own a home studio. That's the person who taught me how to produce music. We have been there, staying together for almost 2 years. I don't know why and how I was able to be punctual at that home. The lady changed my life to be somewhere. I didn't realize that I was now at a good position. I only needed to increase. Now I'm regretting. I started music producing with upcoming artists until they became well-known musicians across South Africa and the whole globe. I worked with Casper Nyovest. I worked with AKA. I worked with various musicians I can't mention because the list is endless. Some of the musicians are using juju to be where they are. Some joined Satanism. We all shared those experiences with some of the musicians during our spare times. So there is this Sangoma in Pretoria. If you go there, you want to inherit something which was done by someone who is now late, you go to the grave of that person. You take the soil on the grave. It will be mixed with muti and your blood. Then the spirit of that person will come out from the grave and come into you, the person who want to follow. It might be acting, it might be singing, it might be everything you want to do. So we took the soil from this rapper's grave, I can't mention. Now the spirit is in me. I am successful. People are coming to my shows. My music is trending, even though it's not that good. People are liking me, just like what they did to that rapper. It has been like that for the past 3 months. It has been okay until I broke the rules. There were rules to be followed. At every show, we must make sure that we take pens of all ladies in attendance. They will be happy, dancing. They won't realize it. So this other show, I was drunk. I forgot to do it. This is what now is happening to me. Uncle, after I tell you what is happening to me now, I explain how we take ladies' panties at shows. A lot of musicians are using this technique for their fame to stand because they use dark magic to be where they are. So these days, I am in trouble. Whenever I am staging, I see the rapper of that grave soil I took in front of me, crying. Sometimes you will be saying, bring back my mic, bring back my music. It's now affecting me. There were a lot of bookings. My schedule is tight. But I don't know how I will make it. I'm afraid they might sue me for not attending those shows because I'm now in trouble with the spirit of the musician. Everything I brought by the money is not unusable. The cars are unusable. I hire cars to go to those shows. My budget is now 8 minus, but I have trunks of money in my rooms. Even the houses I brought by the money are no longer able to be sleeping in those houses. I hear the voice of the rapper singing, crying. When I am in trouble, it will start to laugh. This thing is affecting me. I went to another Sangoma. He said, confess in front of the nation. I don't know if this confession will work, but I believe so because I am suffering after using this technique. A lot of musicians are using it. They are going to the graves of late legends. There is this musician I play with. I worked with him when I was still a producer. That one took the soil from Lucky Dube's grave. They are doing it for fame, but there are rules to be followed. At live shows, in public areas, we use that dark magic. There is a ring I put in my finger. If I point at a lady, I will be having the paint of that lady. We will be washing it with the blood of dead people. Then I point at that lady again. We'll bring it back to her. She won't realize it because she will be happy, enjoying the songs, playing the music. We should do this to more than 1,000 ladies per month. So that's how we are making money at those live shows. It's not only get charges, but we also want our fame to stand. I used that ring I was given. I just pointed the lady. Then the paint will be appearing at the backstage where my boys will be doing the work. This thing is eating me up because now I am suffering. There is this another rule. I should not sleep with a lady. I should not marry. I should not have a child. I have a lot of property. I almost cry when I think who inherit my houses, who inherit my cars, who take my business, who continue with my music, who benefiting from that music. Taking juju is a mistake I made. I don't want anyone to be in this hell I'm living in. If you find this confession of mine helpful, please share with your friends and family. This is what your musicians are doing. This is what we are doing to be famous, to remain trending. I'm sorry for every lady I used, but this is what I was doing all these years. I can't mention my name. I can't mention the rapper's name because the family might sue me. But this is what we are doing. And this is a problem which is affecting me. Solution Uncle, publish anonymously. Please do not disclose my identity. So my warning to ladies is that when you go to public areas, make sure you have sea salt in your pocket or in your wallet. A lot of people are using you, but you don't know. This is what they do. Some of these promoters, Some of these musicians, some of these actors, some of these shop owners, they are using you. Your blood is gold. That's why we'll be always using it. I am now afraid. I have confessed. They might kill me, but this is my problem. I need to share. I don't have relatives. My grandparents and siblings rejected me way before because I killed my siblings. I finished the family because I want this fame to stand. Hello, what's up, listeners? Thank you so much for tuning into Extra Honor Africa. That was the first segment of the confessions for today. I will be uploading another video in the afternoon, maybe 7 to 8 hours from now. I will be uploading the video. Thank you so much, guys, for the support you are showing to us. And if you have a story to share, contact us. Contact us on +263 775 597 775. It's WhatsApp only. Also, our stories, you need to put your background, where you came from, where you was born, who you are staying with, and then your story, so that we can learn from the war story. Thank you so much to the people who are confessing, guys. I'd like to thank you so much. We always learn from other people's mistakes. Sometimes we learn from our own mistakes. Thank you so much for the work you are doing, guys. May God bless you. Queen Sheba, Sister Gloria, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. Until we meet again in the afternoon, enjoy your day.